carbs is what is making everybody sick and fat. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Aaron Collins, and we're back today with another educational video, dispelling fitness and nutrition myths. So we are going to dismantle and break apart this claim that was made on George Janko's channel when he had guest Barbara O'Neill. Barbara O'Neill is an alternative healthcare promoter. She doesn't really have any actual qualifications. She's a Seventh-day Adventist. She's an anti-vaxxer, she's anti-fluoride. Barbara, your claims here, let's see. So she's saying that high carbohydrate diet, that's what's making everybody sick and fat. So let's watch this video. I'm gonna react to the video and we'll get into what I think here. All right, before we get into this video, I'm gonna ask you guys to like this video, comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, make sure you share the video if you really like it, and we're gonna continue to spread faith, fitness, facts. Let's get into this. All right.
One of the problems today, one of the causes of obesity, rising cancer, heart disease, is this carbohydrate diet because it stores as fat.
So more carbs causes problems?
Yeah.
Because they're sugars, right?
Is it because of our process? For example, I went to Australia and I was working, so I only had fast food. And I called Belle, I go, I'm looking in the mirror, I was shredded. And I was like, Belle, I've been eating fast food for a week and a half.
I would need to analyze what you're eating.
KFC and Burger King. I think that the way that you guys handle your food versus America, I feel like the bread here is not even real anymore. The cheese is not real.
Well, the bread in Australia is not real. A lot of people eat like this: cereal and toast for breakfast, sandwiches for lunch, pasta for tea, cakes, donuts, biscuits, cookies, mid-morning, mid-afternoon. That's high carbohydrate.
That's me.
High carbohydrate causes high glucose release, and the body cannot deal with it all, so it's got to dump it as a visceral fat, usually on the belly, and that's why Dr. William Davis, he called his book Wheat Belly.
There's a lot to unpack there in that short little video. So her claim is the high carbohydrate diet is what is causing the rise in obesity, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. So in all actuality, it comes down to calories in, calories out. So if you take in more calories than what you need to maintain your body weight, you will gain body fat. Now, yes, whenever you are on the verge of being pre-diabetic or diabetic, carbs matter in the fact that you release more glucose into the bloodstream as you eat carbs, and you're becoming less and less insulin sensitive because you have all this excess body fat and you don't have the muscle to absorb the glucose and to utilize the insulin to absorb the glucose into the muscle tissue, because that's where your biggest metabolic powerhouse is, your muscle tissue, your lean mass. So whenever you eat carbohydrates, that is then drawn into the muscles or to the liver for liver glycogen or muscle glycogen, used for energy to perform more work with those muscles. And we can get into all the other processes and why the liver takes it in and everything like that. But if you don't have enough muscle and you're not working out and you're not lifting, then all that glucose gets shuttled to the liver, and that can cause fatty liver disease. Now, there are a lot of studies that show that if you equate calories, and you take a high carbohydrate diet, a low carbohydrate diet, or a high fat diet, or whatever, like any of those types of diets, and you pull out one macronutrient and you put another macronutrient in, no matter what you do across the board, if you equate the calories, at a calorie deficit, you lose weight and your biomarkers of health all improve, okay? So, and she was saying that this high carbohydrate diet was cereal, cookies, and cakes and stuff like that. So in cookies and cakes, if you look at a lot of the recipes, there's just as much fat as sugar in these cookies and these cakes. And fat has a very, very high calorie per gram. It's 9 calories per gram of fat compared to carbs or protein, which you get 4 calories per gram of fat. So when you're having high fat and high carb diet, then you're having high calorie. So what we need to do, instead of worrying about eating carbs, because I am guilty, I love carbs, I eat carbs every day. Sometimes I'll eat cereal multiple times a week. I'll have cookies, cakes, ice cream. But if you limit that and you try to keep your calories at about maintenance, if you're at a healthy body weight, then you're not gonna get fat and you're not gonna get sick, okay? You can have these foods in moderation. Everything in moderation is okay. Now, I would suggest that everybody get enough protein, because if you're not eating enough lean protein, then you're not maintaining muscle mass and you're not building muscle mass to be able to then utilize the glucose that is being dumped into your bloodstream after you eat a high carbohydrate meal. So exercise. The lack of exercise is more the reason for the increase in obesity than I believe the high carbohydrate diet. Yes, food has become more processed. So now we don't really have a problem of people being malnourished in America. We have a problem with people being overnourished, getting too many calories. So what we need is for people to realize that it's all about calories. Yes, whenever food is hyperpalatable, it's easy to overeat. And whenever it's easy to overeat, then you eat more calories than what your body needs to maintain that healthy body weight. So yes, cookies, cakes, very easy to overeat, hyperpalatable, but if you can stay within your caloric maintenance or at a caloric deficit, you will lose body fat, you will get healthier, and if you add muscle into that mix, you will also stay healthy, and you will ward off any of the age-related diseases such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cancer, if you're continuing to make sure that you're living at a healthy body weight. All right, that's the video. Hope you liked the video, and comment in the comments if you agree, if you disagree. All right, appreciate you guys. Peace.